I hear that there are some people that you call on when you need to bury a body. Luckily, that's never been my world. I've never had to do that. But I do have a friend that I call when it's time to dig up a body. Hi, Silver. It's my old pal, Silver.
Привет.
Hi. So what's the first step to extruding this dog? Welcome to Exhumation Nation, by the way.
So we gotta get the big shit out of the way first. Like move the bike, move that rack, maybe clear away. Like I don't even know where exactly this is buried. But yeah, just move the things so we can get in there.
All right. We're very close to having a dog. We always wanted a dog. Okay. Yeah, apparently we didn't have to actually dig it up. So it almost looks like a possum.
It actually does. You know, this might be a possum.
How can we tell what the...
Soak it in water for a while until some of the flesh gets soft enough to toothbrush off, and then inspect the teeth. Yeah, maybe it is a dog. I mean, so the slope of the forehead and the way the ridge is here and the way the cheekbones are and the jaw shape and the amount of molars and the position of them in the mouth, those are all how you tell what kind of animal it is. And yeah.
I think this dude's been to college.
I'm still in college.
See, they use like words that are technically correct and don't use hyperbole like I was doing.
Probably don't want to lose pieces, I guess.
Yeah, and we hadn't even decided what the idea was to do with it. I was thinking of like re-articulating all the parts and then like maybe soaking it in some, not soaking it, putting in a resin. And what do you like doing with critters? You seem to know a lot about that. Jewelry?
I don't make jewelry, but I'm not opposed to giving people bones so they can make jewelry with them. I basically just want to rebuild sculptures of animals out of their dead body parts.
That's awesome, I love it.
Like I'm going to stuff my dead dog in a, like to make him sort of a pillow maybe, or I'm thinking about actually turning his pelt into a cloak and turning his head into a hat where his skull is, like make a shape out of his skull, so the replica skull to form his fur on, so then I can turn it into a hat. So like his whole stiff nose rather than just a floppy pelt thing.
Do you see why I turned the camera on as soon as I started talking to Silver? I knew it would be something I've never heard before.
And then my dead
probably
cat,
never will again.
I want to like rebuild her, so she's clean and in buckets, like all of her bones are clean and in buckets, and I want to very carefully form her whole skeleton back into a cat shape. But some people, yeah, take the knuckles and make them into things, and some people might take the hips and hang it on an earring or something, because the pelvis is really cool. Oh, there's another thing in here. What the fuck is this?
Was it pregnant?
I don't know. Look at that.
Oh my goodness, there's another skull in there.
What?
Either it ate a lizard or it was pregnant.
Those teeth are pretty sharp for something that's in there, so it could be a meal that is in its belly. Baby animal skulls are weak and don't have pointy teeth like this yet.
Do you hear that? Baby animal skulls, you're weak.
It's because they gotta squeeze to come out, you know?
Oh yeah, they're okay. Purpose built to be weak. Okay, my bad.
So yeah, we put the. Oh, there's another skull.
You're so good at.
Wow.
I had no idea that it was the tragedy that it actually was when I dug this up.
No, this is epic. What the fuck? Yeah, so this goes in a bucket of water and some spit and then
Some spit?
Yeah, because the bacteria, it lives like to get flesh off of bones like this. You need the bacteria to eat it, because nothing else will eat a mummy at this point except for like bacterias that digest things, like, you know.
How many friends do you know how to get rid of a body or clean it or whatnot? That is so cool. I think we got our work cut out for us.
There's gonna fit.
Check to see that there isn't like any
more bones. Like some of its fingers are missing, but like here's the jaw. Like I brought chopsticks because those are really good for carefully getting dirt out of the way, and I brought toothbrushes because they're good at brushing things, and I brought even like some painter's stuff because every time I see archaeology stuff on the like internet, like here's people digging up stuff, they always have really careful tools. And I was like, oh, just bring careful stuff, you know.
Careful tools. When you dig up a body, remember to bring careful tools.
Here's another jaw piece.
What do you think the story is? Do you think it was some critter that ate a bunch of other critters, or is it one critter that was a mommy that came into a horrible accident?
One time I found a roadkill cat that had 5 voles in its stomach. Now the weather is gross.
Okay, so Silver has come up with another possibility. It might not be a meal. It might not be babies. It might be like kind of older possums that are in the critter's pouch. They might have passed away with the critters in the pouch, right? That means everybody died together like a plane crash. But we'll keep working on it, and we'll let you know when we come up with more ideas, and maybe you could give us ideas of what you think this whole situation is.
I think that's cool.
Okay, Silver's looking up to figure out. Silver just said that the teeth on this little jaw bones
like,
seem
here's an
way,
X-ray
way more
of a pregnant dog. So like, it's probably hard to see on the camera. But like, there's a spinal column, and there's another spinal column, and another spinal column. So like, just teeth aren't generally that developed, but I don't know how developed they are.
Yeah, so the little skulls we're finding inside this animal have like grown critter mammalian teeth, and there's a bunch of them.
Yes. So pointy.
So maybe whatever this critter was, they just overate, got underneath the
and couldn't get out, maybe.
And couldn't get out. And now we have this cool science project / art project / horror Halloween project that that Silver Heavy Metal over here has agreed to keep on the deck with the rest of their menagerie of necromammalia. Do you have all mammals in your dead animal collection? Do you have any?
I've got a lizard.
Of course, you don't just have mammals. Yes.
And a couple of birds that are legal to have.
Okay. So,
because one time in Arizona, Max muzzle-punched a lizard he saw on the ground, and it fucking killed it. I was like, hey, don't do that. Ooh, mine.
You didn't think you'd hear the word muzzle-punch today, did you?
Muzzle-punch.
But yes, muzzle-punch is a thing.
I'm gonna look up a possum baby skull and see what they look like.
All right. Maybe it's a dog that's been eating baby possums. Bing.
I think I won't know for sure until I look at, like, get rid of all this flesh and clean him up and compare it to other skulls on them.
Muzzle punch. Get rid of flesh. We're getting a lot of phrases.
Oh, mastication, I think, is where you... Maceration. Mastication is chewing. Maceration is when you soak flesh off of bones in water.
Write that down.
Maceration is water. Ooh, another bone. It's a piece of spine.
I'm way into it. Or it's into your bucket. Well, I thought this would be way more of a grisly affair, and it absolutely is. So I saw these legs made me think that it was probably a dog, or the feet. They look kind of doggish. But the tail also does look like one of those primordial mammalian tails before they got the fuzz and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of like naked dog porn.
This head looks so much like a possum.
It does.
Just super straight, and the little ears that are... Chihuahua heads are more round shaped with like a snoot, dome, and then snoot.
Wow. So I got a job knocking down a shed, and when I got underneath the shed, I found this mummy down there, and I showed the family because I was saying, "Did you lose the dog? Did any of your neighbors lose the dog?" And they were freaked out that I even had a critter out there, and they were like, "Get away, get away, get away!" So I was like, "Can I take it home?" They're like, "Get it out of here!" I'm like, "Okay." And so I brought it over here and put it in this flower bed. And then I happened to get online and see that my friend Silver here was doing some creative things with pets. What were you doing with your pet? You're gonna taxidermy the cat?
Yeah.
And make a drone helicopter out? No, I'm kidding.
No, it's gonna be a pillow.
A pillow, yes.
Her hide is gonna be a soft, cuddly pillow, and her bones are gonna maybe sit upright like a cat. Maybe lay down, maybe stand up with the tail up.
Did you know that was possible? It is now. I didn't know that. I'd never even heard of that. So this is one of the few videos that's going to have a glossary and a test at the end.
Oh, no,
you're going to have to know what was it, mastication?
That's chewing. I think mastication is chewing. Maceration is when you soak flesh off of bones in a bucket of water.
There should be more of that in the world, right? Or maybe not.
I mean, it's faster if you use beetles. If you put the bones in the corpse in an aquarium with beetles, and it stinks less, maybe? I don't know.
Okay, now I know not to put beetles in bed with babies, because it's probably gonna not be a good scene. Yeah, so beetles or boiling all the stuff off. I'm gonna freak out if I find a cloaca in there, some kind of reptilian pieces. Okay, Silver's continuing to pick at this thing like it is a piece of chicken, and taking all the relevant pieces off, digging for treasure or possible scientific discovery. It's gonna take a while, but we'll check back with you when this becomes something. And thanks, Silver. Thanks so much.
See a tiny head?
Ooh, that's how to get ahead in this world. Oh, we thought it was funny. Wow, that is cool. That is so cool.